Welcome back to Chump to Champ, where I am doing my best to go from total Street Fighter chump to Street Fighter professional champion. It has been quite a week. I've actually made quite a bit of progress in the last week, and I'm pretty excited to share that with you. I definitely have kicked some bad habits this week. I am pretty happy, actually, because for the most part, I'm not throwing out my heavy punch, heavy kick combo that I've grabbed the controller to show you every time. Every update I've showed you that. It's just so easy to press, but I think that I've more or less got that out of my system, which is excellent. I'm very excited that I am not doing that anymore. That doesn't mean that there aren't some bad habits that I have. There's definitely some moves that I'm throwing out. I think right now my sweep, I throw out my sweep way more than I should, and I know there's a time and a place for it, but I throw it out a lot right now. So there are moves that I need to be more careful of doing still, but I don't very often spiral arrow in anymore, and like dive at them in a dumb way, and I don't very often use my R1 or R2 combo, and I think that has been enormously helpful in not getting me punished nearly as often for doing dumb things like that. What allowed me to cruise through bronze so quickly? I think that comes down to a couple of factors. Kicking the bad habits is definitely helpful, but I also think that a lot of what made the difference is just me taking my time, and I still struggle to take my time in matches sometimes. I have played plenty of days, even on stream this week, where I can't help but try to get aggressive sometimes, and I sometimes find myself being the impatient one in the situation. Or, if I have lower health than the other person, then I know I need to make a difference and they're playing it slow. Sometimes I'll still be dumb. But I was able to, on Monday, basically make it through all of bronze just overnight. It probably took me 45 minutes to go from basically the bottom of bronze all the way up. So fast I made it through. And it was just... I think it's a combination of me getting some good matchups that I was familiar with that worked out well for me, me learning to take my time and just let other people screw up. And that has been a hard thing to learn. It still is a hard thing to learn. But if I do it, if I actually slow down, it makes a difference every single game. And I'm trying to force myself to do that, even though I have more aggressive tendencies sometimes when I play games like this. Now that I've kicked some of the bad habits that I've kicked, which is excellent, I am primarily working on a couple of things. One of the biggest things is just being more precise with my inputs. My inputs are mostly good, but I have still been struggling with hitting my anti-airs. It's this motion where you're going sideways and down and then sideways again, and trying to do that in the middle of a match when I'm kind of frantically trying to react. It's all a part of me slowing down and reacting to things rather than trying to, I don't know, I'm trying not to press too many random buttons. But I had a lot of times, especially on my stream on Saturday, where I just was missing so many times and so many opportunities to hurt people because I could not hit the inputs correctly, whether it was for one of my combos or for my anti-airs, any of that. I was just struggling a lot, and it was getting really frustrating. So I will definitely be training that a lot and just focusing on that in matches too, where I want to just be very deliberately and carefully focusing on doing my inputs with precision, slowing it down. They're fast, but being more conscious about it and not just relying on my muscle memory, which is still far from refined. So that's my big thing. The other thing is I'm noticing in Silver there are a lot more diverse matchups, meaning that I'm playing against a whole bunch of characters that I have played against maybe once or twice. And now maybe I've played against them 3 times now that I've been in Silver for a little bit. I think there's a couple I've probably still only played once or twice. But honestly, I think part of me learning to get through Silver is going to be me learning those matchups and learning how to react to JP is one of the characters that I haven't played a lot. Dalsum, Honda, Blanca, all of them are characters that I've played a couple of times, maybe, and definitely less than 5. And that makes it super, super, super hard to react to moves that sometimes I've never seen somebody do before. Getting through silver is just going to require me learning how to play against people that are playing those characters. And then, of course, everybody plays characters a little differently, so I'm going to have to learn the different types of Blanca that I need to react to, and what the different play styles are there, and how I need to react to all of them. So I think silver is probably going to take me a little longer to get through because of that learning curve. That it feels pretty sharp in a way compared to bronze, where it was still just a bunch of Kens and Lukes and maybe some Juries, and that feels like it's 90% of the makeup of characters at that rank. Now, for our last segment of the video, I'm going to introduce something new. I'm going to introduce the patent pending Chump to Champ scale. The rankings, starting from 0 and going up to 10, are Chump, Boob, Sucker. Keep in mind, those are 2 separate ranks, totally unrelated, so don't get any ideas. Push Under, Push Over, Mediocre at best, Slightly okay, Getting good, Sweaty ass try hard, Professional, and Champ. So every week I intend to give myself a rating on this. Feel free to drop your own rating for how I'm doing in the comments below. I'd be interested to see your thoughts on the scale. But I would say this week I would give myself, I'm between a Sucker and a Push Under, but I think right now I'm probably closer to Sucker. I think as I start to get my feet under being silver, maybe I'll move up into Push Under. Maybe as I get up towards gold, I'll even feel a little more like a Push Over, But yeah, this week I would say we're just going to stick with the 2. Rating is a 2, a Sucker. And I look forward to getting better. I'm glad that I've managed to no longer feel like a chump or a boob even. Just a Sucker, not a boob. So that's great. Very happy about that progress, honestly. That is all that I have for you this week. I look forward to the streams this week. Tuesday and Saturday I'll be playing, and I am excited to put out another video for you next Monday as well. So please keep following the streams. I've been excited to play along with all of you and to have you follow my journey. So have a wonderful week. See, just here for thighs. Again. Why? Why is every freaking club name just horny? Why are they so horny?